Psychology in sport is massively important if you're looking to take your game up to that next level. So welcome to Mark Henry Golf. We have 6 simple steps to help you achieve that. So the 6 points we're going to go through are very much a domino effect. So if you miss one, that does have that knock-on effect. So even if you have that small percentage of each one, that will add up rather than leaving one out. So number 1 is that preparation. Have you prepared properly for that event? Have you practiced? Have you had a coaching session? Have you worked on that? Are you ready for that event? Have you cleaned your clubs? Are your shoes looking the part? You've got to look the part so you get there and you're nice and confident. Everything's clean, everything's ready to go. You're not suddenly getting that groove cleaner out, getting stuck in on last minute things where you could be preparing yourself with loosening up, hitting a few balls. Have you tried a stretch? Is your body ready to go? Is it all fired up and ready to get onto that first tee? Have you got your golf balls? Have you got your tees? Have you got your glove? Are they all dry from the previous round rather than being stuffed in the boot or in the garage and everything's all soaking wet and then you're harassed and just all over the show? You've got a bacon roll in your mouth, you're not ready. So every time I hear, when you go into that pro shot, that you say, right, so the round of golf today, which I've heard this so many times. Oh, first 6 holes, bit rusty. That means because you haven't warmed up. Middle of the round, I started firing. Actually, I started doing all right in the middle of the round. That's because you have actually warmed up, so then you're ready to go. And then at the end of the round, when it gets to that 13th, 14th, the round just collapsed. That's because you've just run out of fitness. You're not mentally in the game. So when the fitness drops down, the technique will go, and then you have to have such an outstanding technique to then finish off that round. That would be really tough. So did you have water in the bag? Did you have some nuts? Did you have some banana? Just the right type of food rather than stuffing a Mars bar down your face and getting a sugar rush halfway around. It is vitally important that you get the right type of preparation. Number 2 is that expectation level, how high you've set it or how low you've set it. Some people go from one extreme to the other, but please set that expectation level on the preparation that you've done beforehand. So if you've managed to get that preparation in, then set that expectation level high and go right for it. If you haven't done it, then lower it down. It just takes a little bit of pressure off. And if you do that preparation and it doesn't quite work out, it's a tough game. It's not going to work out every time. Don't chuck that preparation out the window. Stick with it. Maybe try and tweak it, try and improve it, but set that expectation level on what preparation you've already done. Number 3 is focus. Stay focused. Anything out of your control, just forget it. If your mate's coming up with some crazy thing that he watched last night and he's going to give it a go, just totally ignore it. Golfers are full of advice, and sometimes it's good, sometimes it's bad, but it's not necessarily correct for you. You've got your preparation, you know what you're doing, stay focused. Number 4 is the whole process. So this is a vital part of this. So there's 3 little parts that you've just got to slot together. So number 1 is that pre-shot routine. So you've got to have an established, consistent pre-shot routine that you have practiced. And it's quite personal preference. So your basic one is to stand behind the ball. Pick a mark out in front of the target, in line with your target, so then you create that ball to target line. Have a consistent, constant number of practice swings. Make sure you always line the club up first. Get your feet parallel to it. Then visualization. That is the next step. Visualization is massive in sport. So when you stand over it, that you definitely glance towards that target and have that visualization of that shot going down towards the target. A good positive shot, rather than looking at that lake and thinking, crikey, I'm just going to hit it straight in there. That is extremely negative, obviously. So you need that visualization in there, which then can ease some pressure off and you'll focus on hitting that good shot. Part 3 is to make sure you practice under pressure. So when you go to the range, you've got block practice, which is learning. So if you're trying to learn something, one club, learn. Focus. Don't make it too many variables. Just one club, hit that down there and focus and learn. The next one is random. Make it as random as possible. So you're hitting all those different clubs, different targets, and put yourself under as much pressure as possible so you've practiced that pre-shot routine, tested that swing under pressure. So you've done that whole process under pressure. Number 5 is confident body language. Just be confident with what you're doing. So stand up to that ball with confidence that you're gonna achieve that shot. Not walk up all negative, shoulders drop down, head down, and thinking, what am I doing here? You deserve to be there. Wherever you are, you deserve to be there. You deserve to be playing on that course, in that sport, in that moment. Be confident that you're going to hit that shot down there. It makes a massive difference to the mindset, to how the body's going to perform, rather than that negative droop down approach. Really puff that chest out, get yourself set, good confident body language. Number 6, and our final point, but just as important as all the others, is self-talk. As you can see in the screen now, there's quite a few different options, but I think the most powerful one is process and outcome, which can be used in all sports. As you can see, for an example here, we've got a par 3, tough hole, 18th hole, so finishing hole, so you're trying to finish strong. You've got the lake to the right, you've got the pin tucked in that right hand corner, and then it's so easy to talk yourself into hitting it into the lake, and that's generally where the ball ends up. So when you're stood over that ball, you want that self-talk of a good positive outcome. So when you're over it, you're trying to get that ball to land on the green, in the hole. So when you're stood there, you've got that good positive outcome in your head of where the ball's going to finish, which makes a massive difference. So good positive self-talk, process and outcome. Well, thank you for watching the video. I hope all those 6 points make a massive difference to your mindset and the psychology in the game you're playing. Make sure you give us a good thumbs up, comments below, subscribe, and I'll see you soon.